morning. Papa Bruce here again, and I have with me my faithful companion Jorah. We are going to go out in the desert and we're going to set up a tent camp and then do some hiking. We're going to spend probably 3 days out here, we'll see. And we're going to use the Ozark Trail 7-man teepee tent. Revisit it. It's a tent we've used in the past. I've reviewed it a couple of times. And this time we'll take a better look at the inside maybe. And Joe and I are going to be doing some hiking too. But we're going to be comfortable. So it's sort of a little getaway using that tent. Meanwhile, we'll head back here in the desert and we'll see if we can find a good spot to camp. I think this looks like a pretty good spot. Someone's been here before, obviously, with the fire ring, and that's good. That way we won't be disturbing any virgin desert area. And I see quite a bit of old wood laying around here. I think we'll put the tent back here. And ought to have a nice area to sit around the fire. Better get at it. Well, I've staked out all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners, which is pretty easy to do, other than the ground's sort of hard. And now what I'm going to have to do is go inside with my poles and put them up, and then we'll have some more staking to do. So I'm going to go ahead now and get these poles up. These lines are a third of the way up, as you can see, make a huge difference in shaping the tent. It's not hard to put up, it's time consuming, and here in the desert, where there is no such thing as soft ground, it can be a little frustrating. But it's up. And this is the first time in a review that I've actually showed you how I put it up. That may be why. I guess if there's a drawback, it does take some time, but once it's up, it's a great tent. We'll talk a little bit more about it. But I want to get the inside set up. It's getting hot. George's still in the truck. And it's time for a break. I hope this camera shot gives you a good idea how spacious this tent is. I have this cot set up at quite an angle because I didn't realize how uneven the ground was, and I didn't want to roll off in the middle of the night. But I've got all sorts of room in here. Jora's got his bedroom right here, extra table. I've got a chair in, another table. There's all sorts of room in this thing. 2 people, fine. 2 cots, even 3 cots fit just fine in here, particularly if you set the thing up level. But you know, we've had this teepee tent now. I've done 2 reviews on it and used it in some of my other videos. It's worked out very, very well. For 50 bucks, Walmart is just amazing. This tent has been up in Montana at our campground where we have our 5th wheel for pretty much all summer long last year, and we use it sort of as a second bedroom, and it held up just fine. I have all the windows down right now. They all roll down on the inside, and it's perfect. So I highly recommend this. People have said that they're flimsy, they won't hold up, they leak. I would have to say wrong. I've had this in some major rainstorms and without a drop of water in it. I'll take that back. One time I left the door undone and we got some water in it. The only drawback, and I don't think it's a big deal, and others have pointed it out, that the door does not have a screen door. But as you see, we have 4 great big screen windows, and right now it's probably in the 70s here in the desert, and the sun's beating down on us, and it's not hot in here whatsoever. I could very easily lay down here and read, or maybe take a nap, and maybe I will. Got some other chores to do though. I want to have a nice fire this evening, so we better go get some firewood and get ready for that. Tomorrow we're going to do some hiking. Right now Jora's resting, and so he can get ready for tomorrow. If you have any questions about this tent, please put them in the comment section below. And as we continue on for the next couple of days, I may have a few things to add. How's that for impressive? We got a fire. That's good. Well, I'll just let it burn and get some coals. I've got a potato I already prepared at home, already wrapped up in some tin foil to make it simple. What a beautiful evening it's going to be. I bet it'll be a nice sunset. Well, as you can see, I'm making use of a comfortable camp this evening. I brought this lounger chair, which is a bit overkill, but what the heck, I had plenty of room in the truck. I want to take a minute while we're waiting for the fire to become a bed of coals, and I'm cooking a potato in there right now. Mention a couple of items that I used again today. One is this Spot X, the new Spot, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it right now. I'll do a quick review on it later, but I've used this now 5 or 6 times, and I wanted to try it in various locations under various conditions before I did a review on it, and I will be doing that probably within the next week or two. So stay tuned for that. One item that I used today also that I did review earlier, matter of fact a week or two ago, is the solar panel from Harbor Freight. This 5-watt panel, and I didn't really have to use it. I do have the truck, of course, and I can charge that way. Might even be quicker. But I did put it on today, and I stuck it on my phone, my battery pack, and it brought it up to full charge all afternoon. It was about half empty, and for what it's worth, it brought it up to a full charge. So I would have that this evening to use should I need it. But 2 items, that one that I reviewed in a previous video, and one that I'm going to go into a lot of more detail about in a previous video. I think it's important because some of the videos I've seen reviewing this are not accurate. So that's about all I'll say at this point, and I'll tell you my experience in a video of its own. So I think it's time to let the fire burn down. Maybe I should put some more wood on it, and let this potato cook away. Jar, our fire's about out. Well, maybe we can do something about that. morning. As you can see, I guess you can see that we are in the teepee tent. It is still chilly out. About 7:30, we did not sleep in. It's pretty cold last night. So, we're going to do a little bit of a hike and clean up around camp. And we may not stay the second night because Jorah got a thorn in his foot last night. And I think I got it out, but he's still not all that happy about it. So, I guess what we're going to do is just see how things go. It looks like a beautiful morning, though it's still chilly. It's about 7:30. Got some chores to do around here. And see what the day brings. Well, we got camp all cleaned up. Gonna call it a day. Ready to head out. Jorah loaded himself in, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. Until next time, remember, keep hiking.